Good morning, everybody. Dr. Anita here. You're riding in the car with the Chiro from Milan Family Chiropractic Center. So today's thought process is about comparing medical costs to chiropractic costs. And this is something that in the society that we live in right now, with everything going on out there in the world, these are things we need to consider. And why this came up for me was I was looking at a newsletter from the organization that I use for my health insurance. It's not really a health insurance. It's called Christian Health Ministries. And it's a co-op where we all put in our money to support people who need medical care, who don't carry traditional health insurance, because traditional health insurance, the money goes into the wind, CEOs get it, and no one else, then you're stuck with bills and everything else. So the beauty of this is my money, because I don't utilize, hey, Mary Jane, I don't utilize medical care. I haven't been to a medical doctor in over 27 years. So I don't see any value in having traditional health insurance because it doesn't pay for health. It's a sickness insurance. And so because I never get sick, because I'm under regular chiropractic care, I take care of myself, etc., there is no reason for me to burn my money, because basically I might as well just throw it in a fire. So I've done a lot of research, and a lot of my colleagues who live the way I do in a very healthful way, we work with these Christian organizations that support other people who take care of themselves. And so I pay a monthly premium, and what that does is it goes into a big pool, and when somebody has a health crisis, they negotiate their costs based on them being a cash patient. And once that's all negotiated, then they submit that in to the company, and the company through all of our monthly payments, makes payment and makes you whole minus your initial, whatever your responsibility is. In my case, it's $500 because I took the highest coverage there. So it's a wonderful way of supporting true health necessity. But here's the deal. What I learned through being a part of this organization is the costs in medical care. And the thing that struck me the most, because they send out, gosh, I'm having a hot flash. The thing that they send out the most, they spend the most on, is spine surgery. Yes, as a chiropractor, I am paying money into this organization to support people to have spine surgery. And man, the hair on the back of my neck went up. What is the average cost of spine surgery? Do you know what that is? Hey, Kathy, spine surgery. So I'm looking through this, and it's a monthly newsletter that they send out. And the least expensive costs for anything to do with spinal reparations surgically started at about $9,000 and change, all the way up to $200,000 and change. So from $9,000 to $200,000, you're getting spinal reparation, right? Now, I'm not saying that there isn't any use for spine surgeries. I have sent out many patients over the years for reparative spinal surgery because when they got to my office, it was too late and there was nothing I can do. They needed surgical intervention. But darn it, how many of those folks could be helped prior to them considering spinal surgery? Did they look for a conservative approach to healthcare so that they didn't have to go under the knife? $9,000 is the minimum. How much chiropractic care can you get for $9,000? I'm here to tell you the average patient under chiropractic care, corrective chiropractic care, the cost can be anywhere from, say, $1,200, $1,400 up to about $6,000. That's right. $1,200 to $6,000 versus $9,000 to $200,000. Let's talk about that for a minute. That makes me crazy to think that people are okay with doing that. And here's the deal. Even though they had spine surgery, guess what? Their spine's still jacked up. Because the minute you surgically intervene, we've talked about this before, you create instability in the spine. And somebody needs to do something about that so that you don't wind up under the knife again at 9 to $200,000. $9,000 to $200,000 to do it all over again. And here we are talking about, in today's world, in the medical world, this push for everybody to get this injection. It's a personal choice. I'm all with you on that. You have a right to choose what's right for you. Just like, God forbid, you got cancer, and I hope nobody ever has to have that consideration. But if you got cancer, you get to decide what you want to do, whether it's surgery, whether it's chemo, whether it's radiation, or whether it's alternative things. You have a right to choose. So don't browbeat other people to choose what you choose. I don't browbeat other people. My choice, my body, my choice, your body, your choice. But what happens as a result of the poison in the needle that they're pushing everyone to get? We have no idea what's going to happen. Well, let's talk about some of the things that does happen, that we know has happened with other poisons in the needle that people have suffered from. Autoimmune. And when people get autoimmune diseases, and I could give you a bunch of labels, and I'm not going to do that. They have lifetime medical expenses as a result of what those injections have done to them. Lifetime medical expenses. Lifetime of taking drug therapies because of a decision that they made, because they were not informed, because nobody's out there telling the truth. Because the truth is being suppressed. I am going to speak the truth. I'm going to tell you the truth. You decide what's right for you and your family. I pass zero judgment on you and your decisions. And please give me that same respect for me and my family and those who choose not to. Because I don't want a lifetime of autoimmune disease. I don't want to suffer the ill effects of something that we know nothing about. We know nothing about. But what we do know is medical care is very expensive. And pharmaceuticals are crazy expensive. Let's talk about what just happened with our diabetics, right? The diabetic drug, insulin, that is needed to keep you alive. It's needed for you to stay alive. Went from what I understand was, $70 to $80 a month. Now is at $500 a month. $500 a month to keep you alive. And the sad part is, the majority of people on insulin are not type 1 diabetics, meaning they were born with a malfunction of their pancreas. The majority of diabetics are diabetic because of lifestyle choices. Listen, folks, type 2 diabetes can be reversed. I'm here to tell you it can be reversed. But you got to take responsibility for your health. Obviously, you didn't take responsibility for a multitude of years, and that's what made you a type 2 diabetic. And I'm not shaming you right now. I'm saying to you, have the courage to accept responsibility and do the research to find out how you can reverse your diabetes. What about all the people who become hypertensive as a result of their lifestyle? We're talking lifestyle. These are choices. It's time for you to step up and not just accept the fact that you're going to be hypertensive the rest of your life, or that you're going to be a type 2 diabetic for the rest of your life and endure the costs related to medication. You can make lifestyle choices that will absolutely reverse the effects of your lifestyle choices for the last 10, 20, 50, I don't know how many years. But you got to take responsibility for yourself. I'm not here to shame anybody, but I'm here to offer you hope. There is hope in reversing all these horrible long-term disease processes that have occurred. In most cases, there are exceptions to every rule, so I'm not here to talk about the exceptions. And when people come into my practice and they're on a slew of drug therapies, post-surgery, they're on a slew of drug therapies, poor lifestyle choices, I'm here to say, listen, if you're sick and tired of being sick and tired and you don't want to take those 15 pills every day, let's work together to make that happen. But number one, you got to take responsibility for all the things you did that put you in that place. Number two, if you followed the lead of your medical professionals that gave you drug after drug after drug after drug, you've got to take personal responsibility and be your own advocate and say, I'm done, doc. This stuff is poison. I'm sick of feeling this way, and I want an option. And I'm here to tell you, support with a wonderful chiropractor will give you that option. Welcome, Michael. Will give you that option. First and foremost, we got to find out what the heck's going on with your spine and nervous system that's causing your body to fail. Because if your nervous system is not working right, your body's going to fail. And when your body fails, you're going to seek out those quick fixes. That's what drug does. But does it really fix the thing? It doesn't fix a damn thing. Covers it up. It's Band-Aid here, Band-Aid there, Band-Aid everywhere. You rip that Band-Aid off, guess what? That wound is still there. And there's many, many side effects to all those things that you're doing. We've got to take responsibility for ourselves. We got to stop the long-term effects of our choices, lifestyle, as well as things that we choose, like this jab in the arm that they're pushing, and they won't, and they're suppressing the truth about this jab. How many people are dying? The last statistics I heard from the CDC was 648 people died as a result of these injections. They died over something, a virus that we have 99% recovery rate from. 99%. If you're over 65, you have a 75% recovery rate. Stop it. Stop the madness. I don't know why anybody would choose to inject themselves with something. There's been no long-term research done on it. No animal studies have been done. And God forbid you're in those statistics that the CDC has to put out where you or your loved one succumbed as a result of taking a darn poison in a needle. If you choose to do it, your choice. If you choose not to do it, your choice. Don't be shaming people because they want to make healthcare choices that are right for them and their family. I choose not to. Why? Because my immune system works at its very best. I just got off the Peloton bike, hence my hair. I'm going to use that as an excuse. Right? I choose to be as healthy as possible by making lifestyle choices that will allow me to be at my best. I choose not to inject a poison into my body to prevent something, and it doesn't prevent it. It reduces the symptomatology. To reduce the symptomatology of something that I have a 99% chance of recovering from. 99% chance. 1% chance I won't. I don't think that I have to worry about that 1% chance. I'm not worried about it at all. At all. So I will choose to allow myself to be healthiest. This is the first time ever that I can recall in my entire lifetime where healthy people are shamed for being healthy and living healthy lifestyles. Please stop that now. If people are healthy and they're making healthy lifestyle choices, you don't need to be afraid of us. We need to possibly be concerned about you. I'm not, because I know that any exposure that I get, my body is strong. I'm Wonder Woman. That's funny. I'm Wonder Woman because my body is an amazing machine and it's going to do exactly what it's designed to do. Because that's the way it was created. All I have to do is make sure that my nervous system is working at its very best. So if you're not seeing me and you're not in my community, you need to see me if you're in my community and make sure your nervous system is at its best. If you don't live in my community, drop me a message. Let me know where you live and I'll find you the most amazing chiropractor on the planet so that you can be as healthy as you were destined to be. So you've been riding in the car with the chiro. I'm Dr. Anita from Mylon Family Chiropractic Center. Next week, I'm taking a little break. I will not be available to ride in the car with you next week, but I'll see you in 2 weeks. If you have anything you want me to talk about and you want to learn about, please don't be afraid to share that with me because I'd love to entertain it and let's talk about it. So you guys have an awesome weekend. Enjoy the sun if you're up here in New Jersey and have a fantastic day. I'll see you on the next ride. Check it out.